Skatash. My name is Sher Thomas, Safatat Kumyoy. What I said in the people's language is, it's so good to see you again. My name is Sher Thomas, and I am the Indigenous seamstress. What I'm going to do today is show you how I do applique designs. This is actually one of the more complicated designs that I do. It's called the Holiastic, which means squash blossom. Squash blossoms are revered in the American Southwest. You see it often, like Navajo have the squash blossom necklaces made of silver and turquoise. Well, we have coiled baskets that we make in my tribal group, which is the Akameroatam. For us, squash blossoms represent the fertility, the feminine aspect of fertility, and it also represents our farming tradition, as squash is one of our more sacred crops that we grow. What this is an applique design. I work predominantly in applique, and this is a rose gold colored lame, which is a very, very finicky fabric. It is super lightweight, and it is very well known for melting on you. And so what you see here today is me working with a very temperamental fabric. And I had this computer generated image of the squash blossom done, and then I had to refine it again and again and again, just so I can have consistency as an artist when I do use the Holiastic design. This is an example of a 4-petal squash blossom. In the basketry, you can see as many as 12 of the squash blossom petals, and it is a very, very intricate design. And this is my example of the 4-petal squash blossom. What you see here is I am cutting out these little squares and rectangles, and that is the negative space of a basket. There are many examples of autumn basketry in which we have some of the designs are in the black color with the white as the background, but there are also autumn basketry where it is the inverse of that. And I asked the woman who taught me how to weave baskets, is there a cultural significance to that? And she said, no, you just use whatever you had available to you. The dark color is made out of devil's claw traditionally, and that is what we call ihuk. The lighter color is either willow or it is takui, which is yucca. It depends on which tribe you're a member of. That would really determine which material you use, the willow or the takui. Anyway, what this is I wanted to do my same version of the playing with the negative and the positive colors, and I wanted to show that what is negative in one situation could also be positive in the other, if that makes any sense. Basically, what this is what I call the squash blossom double split, because I'm only cutting it once, but it actually makes 2 different squash blossom designs. And you'll see in this video that I put the larger whole, like it's like a whole piece. It's one solid piece of fabric that is the copper lame, or the rose gold lame, excuse me, and that is being put on a unbleached muslin, or it's cotton. And then the smaller pieces I'm putting on the purple colored fabric, and the darker color of that fabric creates the black part of the design, and the copper then becomes the negative space. And then on the muslin, it's the inverse of that. And so I wanted to use this design, and it's one of my favorites. Haliasik is it's kind of like a way of a woman who knows how to weave baskets. It's her way of showing her technical skill, because it is such an intricate geometrical design. Geometrical designs are found in autumn basketry all the time, and they often mimic things that are in nature that mean a lot to us. So of course, us having this amazing reverence for the squash blossom, that's why we chose to use it. And also I wanted to share with you guys how it takes a lot of time to make these dresses. This basket design by itself was about 2 hours worth of work. Thank you so much for your time.